Okay. Hi, Katie. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Jill. How are you?
Good. I heard you wanted to come here and we're going to talk about some things going on in your life.
Yeah, I would like to discuss kind of an issue that I'm having with one of my good friends. She recently moved overseas to Japan to be with her husband. He is stationed over there on one of the Air Force bases. So she, quit her job, packed up her life, shipped up her stuff, and moved to Japan about 6 months ago. And ever since then, our relationship has been different, not necessarily in a positive way. There tends to be a lot of animosity, mostly on my side, I guess, a little bit of resentment. Watching her seize this great opportunity, but at the same time not really feeling as though that she is appreciating it or even realizes, how lucky that she is to be in this situation.
So this is affecting your relationship with feeling tense and there's some animosity going on between the two of you?
It does. It kind of makes me feel a little rigid, a little, I guess, tense or angry at the scenario. Talking to her sometimes makes me feel a little angry because, I tend to hear a lot of, I guess, maybe complaining on her side or a lot of unappreciation for what's going on.
Do you feel like you're feeling angry and rigid when you're around her when she's talking about things and she seems unappreciative? This is affecting your relationship with her?
It is.
Yeah? In what way does it affect you?
The way it affects me is, I guess, a little bit more internal. You wouldn't really see it on the surface so much if you were just watching us interact or listening to us talk. I feel like maybe I hold back a little bit, things that I might otherwise say or talk to her about because I just get the feeling that she's not on the same page as I am, or it makes me feel.
What makes you say that she's not on the same page as you?
Mostly in life aspects. For example, like I'm working full-time right now, she's not working, so she's trying to kind of piece together work and jobs as she goes along. And I just kind of feel when I talk about my job, it's kind of dismissed like, well, at least you have a job, or at least you have this going on. You could be me sitting here without work to do, and it just kind of makes me feel as though my point of view is not understood or accepted anymore.
So it sounds like she wants to be working and doing what you're doing, and that bothers you? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what it sounds like on her end.
Is that kind of interesting?
I think what bothers me about it most is she's not realizing the advantage that she has by not working right now. Because, yes, ideally it is flattering to have somebody that would want, what you're going for in your life. And I certainly agree. I have a good job. I'm doing okay in that fashion.
Right.
I think it's the flip side, whereas I would love to not be working right now because I can see everything in my daily life that goes by the wayside because I'm working. And I don't see that she's noticing that she has time to take advantage of stuff like that.
So what would you be taking advantage more in your life if you had more time?
I think I would spend more time outside, maybe hiking or, spending time just in nature by the lake or whatever. I would maybe take more trips, clean the house, organize. There's a lot of little daily things I'd like to do. Go through closets, go through boxes, declutter and take care of the little things in life that you kind of toss aside as more important things are taking up your time.
Right. So why does that affect the relationship between you and Katie? Because you're not understanding why she doesn't do more with her day-to-day life over there?
That's pretty much it. I guess I don't understand why she's being so negative about not having a job right now. We're kind of seeing it in a negative light as, being bored and, wishing she could be doing something instead of, seeing, hey, I have this great opportunity. I'm in this awesome foreign country. I don't have to work right now. I can focus on myself and my house. And it really bothers me that she's not seeing that it's, the situation is not more positive, and it puts a negative spin on our relationship because it's almost like she's resenting me for being at work and I'm resenting her for not being at work.
It sounds like you have quite the issue between resentment going on, but why does it affect you with her resenting? Like, why does it affect you with you resenting, like, your differences in your relationships?
I honestly don't know. You know, it's just one of those things. I always wished I could, you know, magically never have to work. It's just kind of something I've always wanted to do or wanted to have the opportunity for, to see what I could accomplish. And
I think it would be kind of normal to feel the way you're feeling, though, to be like a little maybe envious of her lifestyle and seeing that she's so, you know, isn't excited for it. She's just, sounds like you just see that she's not doing much with herself, and that bothers you. And I would be kind of like annoyed too. That was, you know, my best friend over in Japan, and they're not doing anything for themselves.
right.
They want to come home.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, I think that's normal to feel that way. So that's a good, I mean, it's a normal probably reaction to have. She's not working, and you guys used to work, and
yeah,
she just hangs out.
Exactly. Which, I mean, it makes me feel better that you say that, because sometimes, honestly, I feel as though maybe, you know, am I being overly judgmental about this? Am I being, you know, maybe a little over the top or a little crazy about the scenario?
It's a good thing that you know that you want to spend more time doing more things you enjoy, like hiking. You know, those are things you enjoy, so those are strengths of yours, and that's you enjoy spending your free time when you're not working. You should try to, you know, find ways, maybe explore ways to do that more often.
Okay.
To, like, you know, if that's something you find yourself wanting to do when you have free time.
Get out there and do it.
I guess so. I mean, if it makes you feel like you feel better in your day-to-day, or...
And I think that would maybe help me feel, I guess, a little bit more accomplished in that aspect of at least I was able to do something with my free time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, maybe, at least for me, that will make it seem, you know, less focused on, I guess, the negative aspects of what we discussed, something like that.
So if a miracle occurred and all of your problems with Katie were to end, or to be gone, what would that look like and feel like to you?
I think it would, you know, take away a little stress in our relationship. I feel like I might be a little bit more free to discuss some maybe frustrations that I'm having surrounding work, or, you know, frustrations that I have, maybe not being able to get to do the things that I want because of work. You know, I wouldn't feel like I need to hold these feelings back because they're not validated.
Mm-hmm.
If maybe there was just, you know, more understanding or empathy on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I also think, you know, maybe on her end, maybe she wouldn't feel so bad about somebody else working when that's what she wants to do also. You know, it might take some of that tension, and she could focus on doing the things.
Sounds like you're really looking to,
her.
like, lose tension in your relationship.
Exactly.
So when hasn't there not been tension in the relationship between the two of you?
You know, before she moved to Japan, there was a lot less. Though our lives were very, very similar. We were working at the same place, doing pretty much the same job to a slightly different degree. You know, she was with her husband, and I was still with my fiance. So, you know, lives were pretty parallel, and there wasn't a whole lot that was different. And I would say it started, you know, the second her moving to Japan was kind of put into motion, and, you know, there was a lot of, I guess, like, maintenance things to take care of before she left, where we didn't really notice it because she was taking care of a lot of things, and I was, you know, helping her do what I could. But then when she left, that's when it became very apparent that, like, now that we're on these kind of two different paths, and it's not the same lifestyle anymore, there just doesn't any longer seems to be any understanding of what the other person is going through, I guess.
So how do you think you can go about getting more understanding in the relationship?
Well, I think, honestly, I think from my point of view with her is I don't think there will be a lot of understanding until she's back to doing what she was doing before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think with the absence of work and a job, I don't think she's going to be able to understand it.
Well, that's a good thing if you understand that she might not be able to understand it, so that's a really good thing to maybe keep in mind to lose some tension in the relationship.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in today. It looks like we just ran out of time.
Perfect. Well, thanks for talking to me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too.